While the Kim family celebrated their legacy, Sarah rebuilt herself through pain. Every bruise, every scar, every hour of relentless training forged a woman no one would ever erase again. As a little girl, Amara endured endless ridicule. Every cruel laugh echoed through her childhood, becoming the fuel that would one day power her return. Tonight wasn't just another gala. It was the battlefield where Sarah would face the people who stole her name, her family, and her future. The moment Madame Cho read the name Sarah Ajay, something stirred deep inside her. A forgotten memory refused to stay buried. Even Taejun sensed the growing tension. His mother's unusual concern made him question whether their past was about to catch up with them. Detective Park uncovered another missing piece. The driver involved in the fatal crash hadn't disappeared by accident. Someone had erased him too. Sarah studied every guest list, every table, every exit. Revenge wasn't fueled by anger anymore. It was guided by flawless preparation. As a frightened child, Amara overheard whispers she was never meant to hear. That single conversation changed the course of her entire life. Hidden inside an old recorder lived voices from the past. Proof that memories could survive, even when powerful people tried to erase them forever. Across the dinner table, Taejun's wife noticed his growing unease. He hadn't spoken a word, yet guilt was already written across his face. Before facing the family who rejected her, Sarah returns to the part of herself they could never erase. In a small African restaurant, she remembers who she was before the lies began. The owner studies her face with growing recognition. He remembers a woman and a little girl who used to come here years ago. Sarah feels the past getting dangerously close. She smiles politely and changes the subject. Not tonight. The truth has waited 10 years. It can wait a few more hours until the right audience is watching. Madame Cho's investigator reports that Sarah has no verifiable records before adulthood. A woman with no past is either nobody or someone hiding something devastating. Detective Park follows Taejun to a remote storage facility outside Seoul. Guilty men always return to the places where they hide what they fear most. Under a dusty tarp sits the wrecked car from the so-called accident. The evidence was never destroyed. It was hidden, waiting for someone brave enough to uncover it. From the darkness, Detective Park photographs Taejun beside the car. One image becomes the missing piece in a puzzle that has haunted him for a decade. Sarah reads the message on her phone. Found the car. For the first time in years, victory feels close enough to touch. Madame Cho senses danger and quietly orders an investigation into the family's storage properties. The queen can feel the ground shifting beneath her throne. Alone at the bar, Taejun whispers the words he's been avoiding. She's really back. Guilt has finally found a voice. Sarah studies herself one last time before the gala. The crescent scar above her eyebrow remains visible. Tonight, she stops hiding the mark that proves she survived. Outside the venue, Detective Park waits with the evidence in hand. He knows that before this night ends, the past may finally stop hiding. Madame Cho descends the grand staircase with practiced elegance. To every guest, she looks untouchable. To Sarah, she is simply a woman running out of time. Sarah arrives beneath a storm of camera flashes. The crowd sees a billionaire. None of them realize the daughter they buried has just walked back into the house. Across the ballroom, Taejun sees her clearly for the first time. The resemblance is impossible to ignore. His confidence begins to crack. Madame Cho follows her son's gaze and locks eyes with Sarah. 10 years of silence suddenly stands in front of the woman who tried to erase it. A server drops a tray in shock. Even the staff can see the resemblance the family refuses to admit. The room feels the truth before anyone speaks it. Watching from outside, Detective Park grips his phone tightly. One call could expose everything. One hesitation could lose the truth forever. Madame Cho begins walking towards Sarah through the silent ballroom. Guests step aside as if making room for a reckoning that should have happened years ago. She stops directly in front of Sarah. Two women, one buried past, one unfinished war. And for the first time in 10 years, the truth is only a single word away.